It's that time of year again. There's an 8-kilogram turkey waiting to be sacrificed out in Sarajevo in honor of Thanksgiving. And so we're taking a 5-day road trip to Bosnia. And that'll be followed by 5 days of celebration of the great American tradition, Thanksgiving. We do it in a different country every year. Last year it was Serbia, year before Romania, before that Ukraine, before that Italy, and so on. This year, Bosnia. Today we're driving to Oradea. That'll be day one. Driving through the city of Satu Mare now. We're not going to stop, but I was here a few weeks ago, driving up to Sighetu from Timișoara, and we stopped at the center. Brutalist center, 1984, Ceausescu era. Take a look at this. The city hall, called the Administrative Palace, and the House of Culture, designed by Nicolae Porumbescu, if I remember correctly. What's the name of the town we're in?
Vișoara.
Vișoara. You know, throughout my entire life, I've always made it a point to stop whenever I see a communist-era mosaic. You're welcome. Yeah, look at that. That's got Ceausescu all over it. I think this is on the side of the village House of Culture. We've arrived at Oradea, tonight's destination. Still in Romania. Tomorrow we'll cross into Hungary. Day after that, Croatia. Day after that, Bosnia. Our well-appointed Eastern European apartment block. And here's what $25 a night can get you in Oradea. Home for the night. Big day tomorrow. And let me show you my favorite thing about tonight's bedroom. Look at this fireplace. It's goodbye Oradea. Today, we cross into Hungary. I made you a promise that whenever I saw a communist mosaic, I'd stop. Looks like the sky is marking the border between Romania and Hungary. God shines his light on Hungary. And we've reached the border to sunny Hungary. Of all the EU countries I've crossed into, and that's all of them, Hungary's the absolute worst one. I dread every crossing into Hungary. Last crossing took about 3 hours for them to process 5 cars, and look how many cars are in front of us this time. And we're through. We're in Hungary. Welcome to Hungary. The sun shines. It only took about an hour, and we cut a lot of people. Yeah, I feel horrible about it. We're staying in Makó tonight, and Makó is 20 minutes across the border. We'll be there in no time. And here we are in the great town of Makó, the sunniest city in Hungary. That's a fact. It's also the warmest town in Hungary. I said city, it's really a town, it's more like a village. I don't know much about this town, Makó, but I can tell you that Joseph Pulitzer of Pulitzer Prizes fame, he was born here to a Jewish family almost 200 years ago? I can also tell you that a famous Hungarian architect left his mark on this town, Imre Makovic, and he built this community center. It's looking like that Romanian storm is catching up with us. So we might just call it quits and turn this into a spa day. Imre Makovic built the town's thermal spa as well. And it's meant to be an homage to an onion, because this town is famous for its onions and garlic, but onions. And here's our home for the night. Let's see what 30 bucks a night can get you in Makó. Ah, some beers.
It's Romanian. Thank you.
What beer is it? A taste of Romania. Heading to the spa. Five hours later. Looks like another sunny day in Hungary's sunniest town. If you need any further proof of that, just look at the solar panels outfitting our motel here. So today we're driving to Croatia, but before we leave Makó, one last Imre Markovic. I wouldn't mind waiting here for my bus. It's very church-like. And now, no stop till Croatia. It's about a 3.5, 4-hour drive today. Crossing the Danube. Welcome to Croatia. Do you know how to say Croatia in Croatian? Hrvatska. Do you know how to say Hungary in Hungarian?
Magyar.
That's a no. How about Romania in Romanian?
Romania.
Romania. So we're in the region of Slavonia now, and it's known for food. There's certain foods I want to try here, and in about 20 minutes we're going to stop at a restaurant along the way to the city that's going to be our city for the night, Osijek, fourth largest city in Croatia. This is not a sausage I've had before. It starts out sweet and then ends up spicy, and it doesn't taste like pork. It's kind of gamey. I don't know what it is. The sausage was pig, according to the waiter. Now 10 minutes down the road to Croatia's fourth largest city, Osijek. We were just driving through the city and past this monument of a red Fiat rolling over a tank, and there's a sign here that says what it is. On June 27th, 1991, the tank of the great Serbian aggressor crashed the red Fiat that was placed in defiance in front of it at this intersection by our fellow citizen Branko Breškic, if I said that right, Breškic. In memory of resistance, defiance, and victory in the imposed war, this art installation has been erected by the citizens of the unconquered town of Osijek. They put it up June 27th, 2011. That would have been the 20th anniversary. So the tank is a tank of the Yugoslav People's Army, and they're calling a Fiat Fiću. A guy on the street just told me it's called a Fiću. So the candles are still lit, and it's from an event yesterday. Yesterday is the anniversary of the Vukovar massacre. I was just reminded of that by these guys who let me pose with their Croatian flag. Noticing a lot of bullet scars in the buildings in this part of Osijek. And the guys showed us a video of the event that inspired the monument. And basically it's the Yugoslav People's Army tank crushing the red Fiat, and that made news all throughout Croatia and inspired further resistance. Well, you get the symbolism. In the end, the people victorious over the army. Here's a World War II spomenik. Spomenik means monument. Mother with Child, 1965 by Oscar Nemon, and it is a monument to the victims of fascism. And let's see what $25 a night can get you in Osijek, Croatia. And now a little walk around Osijek before the sun goes down. We have about an hour. We're inside the fort right now. General von Becker's. We should come back to this one. They probably serve Becker's, which is Croatia's best pale ale. They're setting up for a Christmas market inside the fort. This fort was built from 1693, and it contains the largest and best preserved collection of Baroque buildings in all of Croatia. It's a star-shaped fort built on the River Drava. This is the River Drava. It's over 700 kilometers long. It's a tributary of the Danube. And here's a pedestrian bridge. It's called the Youth Pedestrian Bridge. They light this bridge up at night. Here's a monument to Picasso. A flattering monument. Look at his breasts, his web-like hands. They put this up in 1982, so Yugoslav days, back when Tito was around. Look at this beautiful McDonald's. Cathedral of Saints Peter and Paul. Put it up 1898, and it is the tallest building in Croatia outside of Zagreb. Come on, use your muscles. Zdravko Čolić concert in a couple days. We're gonna miss it, but we did catch him in Vršac. It's the Frank Sinatra of Yugoslavia. Here's a Slavonia region-specific pizza. Slavonska pizza. This pizza has an interesting mix of toppings. There's ham and kulen. That's a Croatian kind of beef sausage. And lots of onions, garlic, and a few hot green peppers. And cheese. I can't tell what cheese this is. It isn't mozzarella. Cheers. Osijek's locally brewed Becker's. Some light Thanksgiving shopping in Croatia before heading into Bosnia today. Today's a light 2-hour drive plus border wait time into Bosnia, a town called Doboj. We're gonna stay at a town called Doboj, and I picked it just based on the name. I like the way it sounds. Doboj. 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 It just makes me happy. just discovered, thanks to the Bosnian police, as we were trying to get into Bosnia, that someone stole our front license plate last night in Osijek. So avoid Osijek if you want to keep your front license plate. So we got turned around. Can't go into Bosnia. We're not giving up yet. We're not giving up yet on Thanksgiving. We're gonna try a different border. Different border, different people. You never know. And we're in. We're in Bosnia. Are we in? Where are we?
Bosnia.
Yeah, we're in Bosnia. We just tried a different border and we got a guy who waved us in. So let that be a lesson for us all. Be an unstoppable force. So, you know, Turkey was the original mission of Bosnia, but we have a new mission now. Our new mission is to find someone who can make me 2 fake matching license plates that I'll screw onto the front and back of the car. I was thinking 1 fake one would do, but I think it might be complicated. There's a lot of imagery involved in the South Dakota plates. So if he just makes 2 matching fake plates, I think that'll satisfy the demand. I think my FJ looks very nice without a license plate. It's crazy. Finally, Takis in Europe. Let's show you what $20 can get you in Doboj. Good morning. Here's the view from our well-appointed balcony in Doboj. I don't know if you really appreciated our backyard, so I wanted to point out that this entire yard is built on top of a building. Doboj has a fort, a castle on top of a hill with a nice view, and its population is around 70,000. And now that you know everything there is to know about Doboj, it's time to push on to the final destination, Sarajevo. And in my passenger seat here, Bianca's full-time job is to look out for cops, because our only challenge is to avoid cops that don't like missing license plates. We got about a 2.5 hour drive. You know, I'm glad it's a torrential downpour today, because I think it's generally accepted around the world that cops don't like to get wet. So I don't think a cop is gonna put me over, even if he doesn't like the missing license plate. And aside, just to demonstrate how happy Bianca was. I mean, she's a true fan of Takis, and Europe has welcomed Takis into its arms. I mean, this is something.
It's my phone case.
Yeah, it's her phone case. I mean, she's had it for
And this
forever.
is my airdrop phone case.
Oh, yeah.
Anyway, they're matching.
Really, couldn't ask for better weather for driving without a license plate. Perfection. So we made it to Sarajevo. We're not out of hot water yet. We still gotta get the keys to the house, and we gotta go food shopping. So there's still maybe a half-hour road time we gotta put in. Hopefully cop-free road time. All right, just picked up the keys and checked into the villa. Let's see what 1,250 euros can get you in Sarajevo for 5 nights. The chef is surveying her kitchen. So bedroom 1, bathroom 1, continuing to the 3rd floor. Let's see what the view is out here. Another bedroom, 3rd bedroom, 4th bedroom. All right, let's go all the way down to the bottom floor. A room for the kinder, and another living area, I guess. And now for some major Thanksgiving shopping. It's day after tomorrow. This might be my first white Thanksgiving. So I made a few phone calls. I got some people in Sarajevo, and as I speak to you now, I got a guy making me 2 fake plates. The challenge is just getting this back plate off.
Jesus Christ.
The screws are really rusted in there. And that's where cousin Jakob comes in. That's right, cousin Jakob is in Sarajevo, and he's here to make Grandpa's famous gravy, secret recipe. No one knows but Jake. You know, that's his golden ticket. That's why he keeps getting invited every year.
Spin at all.
The Croatian license plate thief left this back plate on because he couldn't get it off. That's what we're figuring out. So there's an entire video I made about nothing but Sarajevo. I'll put a link to that in the description. I'm not going to show you much. We're here for 5 days, but again, you've seen it all. Look who else is in town. Look at this. The camera shy Dima from Versatz.
Camera shy. I mean,
Hey, if you want turkey, you got to get on tape sometimes. Wrong. Right. Wrong. This is the Archduke Franz Ferdinand Assassination Museum. Haven't been in here before. Take a look. You're welcome. Number 12. This is the weapon used by Gavrilo Princip when he fired the shot that started World War I and killed Archduke Franz Ferdinand. June 28th, 1914. And cousin Jakob,
nice change of
cousin Jakob, he can't believe it. It's everything he likes eating a Versatz, but non-pork version.
Is that a redo?
It's gotta be super sweet.
Following COVID vaccinations, revealing 1 in every 482 vaccinated people in England.
They was going very far away. Look at his little face. So cute. So cute.
Yes, that's
Salad.
Solid it is.
You crazy. You crazy.
You're welcome.
You know what I mean?
They're trying Salep for the first time, and
It's excellent.
they like it. Go Ottomans. A day before Thanksgiving treat, courtesy of cousin Jakob. Smoked filet mignon. Mignon? Did I say mignon?
Yeah, you did.
What?
I don't know. It was a cheese fest in Belgrade, and this is the prize cheer.
First place.
Yeah.
First place cheese. All right, what do we got here? We got a 7-kilogram turkey. Look at that. Delivered from Visoko, I believe. That looks very sexual.
Well, cut off the head so we can fit it in the freezer, right? Okay.
Oh, boy. Good save. Look at that dripping blood.
What do we do with the neck?
You put it in the oven and you cook it next to the turkey.
Nice apron.
Thank you.
Where'd you get that?
Mexico.
Mexico.
Every time you did a line, it was like the fucking acid pump. Get this party started.
Finally, a real American Thanksgiving. Thanks to Jake. This cranberry sauce has traveled through 3 countries to be here. The great thing about celebrating Thanksgiving in a country other than America is that everyone thinks they're supposed to bring you gifts. I just got backgammon in a tin.
But it's depending on how fatty the bird is, but usually you don't need to use all the fat.
Dedication. What precision.
It's a belly.
He's never done this before.
I did it before. Can I try it? Yeah, but
This is like something out of the fucking Twilight Zone. Like I'm like high with grandma.
You were always in my way.
You always my eyes are like fucking this. The broom is breathing. You have to stir it the whole time, or else it'll burn and stick. And that's how I fucked up in Kiev.
My kids.
My friends. My family.
My family.
Everything.
We got weed.
Goran, you're missing it!
Family friends food.
Goran!
My family. My boyfriend and Rammstein.
Family food and friends.
Yeah, well, you know, that Bianca has learned how to cook. Destroy!
A toast. Fuck the
Fuck the plug.
The dollar.
The missing dollar. I want the missing dollar.
Me and the cousin are a little bit low energy today, but it's our second to last day in Sarajevo, and we gotta take a walk. Hangover or no. Last time we were here at the XU Rock Center, there was a big storm and the roof caved in. So yeah, this is where it caved in right here. So we snuck in and eventually a security guard found us and kicked us out. So now we're here legally. We paid for a ticket and everything. Hand to God.
Them ones that I ordered. Have you ever had cheese sticks in there?
Like what this is for, they have no idea. They have no idea. They've never seen it before.
What about those whiskers? Can I play with the whiskers a little bit? Oh, I can.
The moment of truth. The guy with the fake plates is on the way. It looked real to me. I could ship this back to America and I don't think anyone would look twice. And the guy didn't even charge me for the fake plates because you are a guest. I'm a guest. He never made American plates before. And he did stress this is illegal.
This looks really cool.
That's not salad, is it? More borek for breakfast, as you do. And some variations. In Sarajevo, borek means meat. Bianca got trumparusha, potato borek. Happy Bosnian Statehood Day, by the way. Yeah, today's Statehood Day, November 25th of every year. Don't take my word for it. Let's check out today's Google Doodle.
Play, roll the dice. Fuck that shit.
He has 0 and I have 12, and I've never seen anything like this before.
Ah.
What's your score? What's your score, Jake? Jake, what's your score?
It was close, man. It was close. It was 7-4. Last time
I got 11, he got 0.
Liar!
Oh, okay. Hi, Christine. I'm trying to beat your son. Wish me luck, please.
Can he go off again? Well, the Thanksgiving adventure is rapidly coming to an end. We're leaving Sarajevo now. And I just realized I never told you the story of how fake plates got into my head. I was on the Bosnian side, and I kept asking the Bosnian, border police, I gotta get to Sarajevo. How can I get to Sarajevo? What would you do if you were me? And one of them leans out the window and he says, make fake plate. I'm like, who do I go to make a fake plate? Like a tinsmith? You know, where do I go? And he's like, well, if you were in Bosnia, it would be easy, but you know, you can't get into Bosnia without the plates. Just ask around in Croatia. So I got to the Croatian border and I asked all of the police I saw there at the border, you know, where can I go to make fake plates? Do you know any guy who makes fake plates? And they were laughing. They were like, that's illegal. One guy says, wait here. 15 minutes goes by. He comes back and says, go to Slavonski Brod. I'm like, and do what? And ask for who? Who sent me? And he's like, just go to the border. Go to the border crossing at Slavonski Brod. I'm like, and do I say someone sent me? Like, is someone gonna make me a fake plate there? And he's like, just go. They'll let you go to Sarajevo. I'm like, the Bosnians are gonna let me cross to Sarajevo? He's like, they're waiting for you. Go. So we drove to Slavonski Brod and crossed with no problem at all. They were indeed waiting for us. They didn't even stamp my passport into Bosnia. They were just waving us through. There's the Toyota with no license plates. Go on in. And once here, made some phone calls. Within a few minutes, found someone to make fake license plates. Hopefully they work. We're heading into Hungary now via Tuzla. We're going to stop and have some of the best javapi in the world. Spend the night. And then our Christmas market road trip begins. Another video. Anyway, thanks for cooking, Bologa.
You're welcome.
If the snow keeps up, I didn't even need to buy a fake plate.